Get up, stand up, and get ready for some improv. Let's get ready.
Interruptional when we're on Zoom.
Hope you all brought some improv tonight, because that's what we do.
Woohoo! Live from downtown Warwick! Woo!
I'm just happy to be included! Woo! Welcome, everybody to Bring Your Own Improv, 9 p.m. edition. We're so happy to have all of you here watching with us, and it's great to see all of you, especially this week. It's been a long week, so we're really looking forward to entertaining you with something you enjoy tonight. So before we begin our show, legally before the performance, we have to tell you where the emergency exits are. The good news is you are in your own home, so you can go out through any exit you want. It's a free country, and it's your world. Same with bathrooms. You probably know where those are better than we do. You can leave your device where it is, and we will be here when you get back. We promise. And the other thing is, if you are on Zoom, if you're watching us on Zoom, you'll probably want to switch to speaker view. That's the one that has the one big person talking, me, and not all the little boxes talking and looking at the camera confused. So you might want to switch to speaker view up there. If you're on YouTube, you're just going to be seeing whatever we show you, but we promise it'll be funny anyway. While you're there on YouTube, you can go like, comment, and subscribe if you like. So with that in mind, the other thing you have to know about Zoom is the chat feature. So if you go down there and click on the little speech bubble icon, that'll open up the chat window. And in that chat window, you can type anything that you please. So I'm going to ask you the same thing I asked the 7 p.m. crowd. What is your favorite vegetable to eat? I just made a butternut soup. It's been feeding my family for days. Fresh green beans are my favorite too. Alright, so we're going to make a fine salad with all of your ingredients. Artichokes, broccoli, peas. Alright, thank you. Alright, now that we know that the chat works, we have to check this every time. We have to check that the chat works. So now we know that, it's time for you to meet our wonderful cast tonight. We're gonna have a great show with these guys. First up, we have Candace.
Hey! Hope you have your improv shoes on today.
I'm wearing my improv shoes. We have Brett.
Sorry about that. I said I forgot to use the restroom, so I'm going to be low-key holding my bladder for the rest of this show.
Yay! We have Jared.
So, invention idea, other than me getting into the room correctly. You heard of pantaloons? I'm thinking shirtaloons.
Interesting idea. We have Ian.
Hey everybody, love your greens. Veggies and legumes, that's the way to go.
You're gonna grow up big and strong. We have Amy.
In the event of a water landing, your doubloons may be used as flotation devices.
Ooh, good to know. And we have Mallory.
But I don't want to eat my vegetables.
Go to your room, Mallory. But we are missing a very important member of our cast tonight. We are missing our fam, our featured audience member. So let's take out our fam cup.
Cup.
All right, so our fam is our featured audience member, and this member we will ask questions of them, and those answers will inspire the events of our show. So, who do we have drawn from the very mouth of the fam cup tonight?
Currently, we're using one of my commemorative Star Wars Chewbacca mugs, and we have Katie.
We have Katie. Excellent. All right, so we are going to find Katie, and we are going to unmute her. Hello. There we go. All right. Hello, are you there? Can we contact you? All right, that's the other thing, is you might have to accept the invitation to unmute on Zoom. All right, there we go. Excellent.
I
We
have
got her.
to switch to the phone.
Yes, of course. All right, so now that we have you, we are going to leave you in the capable hands of Candace and Brett, who are going to ask you a couple of questions to get our show started and inspired. Take it away, guys.
Woo! All right. Welcome, Katie. So you may have heard my signature question. I am also going to get it out of the way very early in tonight's show. If you could have any animal or any combination of animal, what would you have and why?
I just learned about the great spotted kiwi, and by my son, and how the adaptation of the great spotted kiwi. So I don't know if you know what a great spotted kiwi is, but it's pretty amazing bird
Whoa.
that does not fly.
That sounds really, really epic. Like Candace, I actually have another signature question, and I'm gonna ask. It doesn't involve animals though. It's all right though. But if you were stuck on a deserted island and you had a phone and you could only call a family member or a friend, who would you call?
I would call my friend Stacy to the island to be trapped with me.
You would drag her along?
Yeah, she is a party of one. So when you add another person, it makes an epic party.
Oh man. That
Yeah,
sounds awesome.
I agree. All right. So if that deserted island could be anywhere in this universe or any other universe, where would you like it to be?
Let's go with Uranus.
I like it,
I dig that. All right, Katie. If I were to give you an infinite amount of money to open your own business, what kind of business would you open?
Ooh. Oh my gosh. I
know.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's
I know.
very, very, let's see. I just go with a time travel company.
A time travel company. Nice.
Yeah.
Time travel, Time travel and desserts don't go together, but if you could make a dessert with 3 non-edible ingredients, what would that be?
Non-edible.
Mm-hmm. We're just throwing out zingers tonight.
Porcupine needles. Their spine.
Oh, pine needle?
Yeah, let's go with pine needle. Oh gosh, feathers and a box.
A box?
Yeah.
All right.
Like a small ring box.
Oh, small, like a jewelry box. Okay, got you. I was gonna say, I was like, pine needles, feathers, boxes. Are you my cat? Okay, jewelry box. Okay. It can't quite fit in a jewelry box. But okay. All right.
I have one more question that might be a two-parter. Katie, do you have any pets?
Yes, I have 2 dogs, but I've had every kind of animal.
Ooh, So what would your pets say about you if we asked them for a reference?
Don't hire her. She is a nut and she never stops moving.
Okay.
I probably give my pets anxiety because I never stop.
All right, looks like we have a lot of stuff on our board. So thank you so much, Katie, for answering these questions that we had. And thank you, Brett and Candace, for the excellent interview skills. I could learn a lot from you. All right, so hearing that list of things made me so happy that I just want to sing. So in this next game, we are going to be playing Sing It. So basically, our cast is going to be doing some scenes, and then when either you, Katie, say sing it, or if I say sing it, they're going to sing that last line that they did. You know how this works by now. So inspired by your really great gets, I'm going to start out Jared and Ian in this first scene they are both ornithologists who have been hunting for the great spotted kiwi for years. So whenever they say a line that inspires you, you can just say sing it, Katie, all right? Don't be afraid, they can take it.
Oh, I've been waiting for the permission to say sing it. I had quite a few times I wanted to interject.
Oh, excellent. All right, so we'll see how our two ornithologists are faring with their search.
Well, the spots on those feathers do a tremendous job of camouflaging these buggers.
Mikey's you right.
They're bigger than you give them credit for.
Sing it.
Right. Oh,
Well, the bird is big. It's a big bird. It's not yellow like you'd think. The bird is big. It's awfully big. You can catch it when it gets a drink. The bird is big, a big spotted bird, a bird that wants to hide, a bird that will get around you and go into your car inside.
right. That bird's in our car.
Don't let it drive away. It'll strand us in the wilderness.
Damn Kiwis. Thieving Kiwis.
All right, so here's the thing. Those two Kiwis named Amy and Mallory, they were trying to get away with that car because, you see a car on the road, nobody's in it, you just have to take it. So Amy and Mallory, as our two Kiwis who have been, who are on the run.
You'd think we could remember how to drive a standard.
Yeah, I mean, it's been a hot minute since we've hot wired one of these. Last couple of times they've been automatic or, those newfangled fancy electric cars.
I know, I was just getting used to, the battery powered ones, and I can't remember which is clutch and which is brake.
Well, I've got some extra feet to stand on, so maybe if I just take one of them, you can take the other. We'll just slam on them when we need to. It's not our car.
Sing it.
It's not our car. We don't really care what happens to it because it's not on our insurance. We're Kiwis, don't you know? We don't have bird insurance. We don't really need it. We could fly if we wanted to, but we're gonna drive this stick shift.
Exactly. I mean, we've got to make money somehow. Stealing cars is the best way.
Yeah, I mean, if we crash them, we can just sell them for parts.
Exactly. The tires are good for something.
Yeah, they look new. I'm so glad we got into this business together.
I know. We're flightless birds. We've got to get around somehow.
Sing it.
We're flightless birds, We got to get around somehow. We got to earn some loot because after us, they named a fruit. Hey, hey,
All right, so the Kiwis have a lot of confidence, but they're not counting on the fact that Candace and Brett at the DMV, they are looking through license plates and they are noticing that this one it's not legally registered. So Candace and Brett as DMV employees, let's see what their day is like.
I don't like the look of this.
I can't understand this spelling.
Yeah, no.
Sing it!
I don't like this spelling of this word because it's weird. It has a funky letter structure and there's a silent T right here. I don't know where this letter goes. There are too many consonants in a row.
Yeah, I feel like we should report him.
Sing it.
I think that we should report him because these plates don't add up. Please give me the number for the police. So yeah, it's 911. Ha.
And scene! I think we learned a lot about how best to go about reporting the crimes of Kiwis who steal your car. So thank you so much, Katie, for being my co-host on Sing It and for doing the great interview with us. And we really appreciate it. And you know what we also really appreciate? Is we appreciate it when we receive donations. So we've already received some donations from Lori and Carrie Ann. I want to thank you guys so much for that. And if you are so inclined to generously donate to our little organization, you can do that at Venmo, at Bring Your Own Improv, or at PayPal. If I will stop glitching now. All right, so PayPal is also available. Those are both links that you can find on our website as well. Those will be open anytime, so whenever you feel the spirit move you, you may go online and go do that. Even if you're watching this on YouTube in about 10 years, if there still is a YouTube in 10 years, not sure about that, but that'll be open anytime, so thank you. All right, and you know what? I say that donation speech all the time, and I feel like I can say it again right now. So in this next game, we'll be saying it again in Say It Again. This game will have Brett and Candace in it, and so basically anytime that I hear a line that I think would be, something else would fit better there, I'm just going to say it again, and then they have to come up with something completely different. So if anyone would like to play, please put your name down in the chat, type your name with your hands, and then press enter with your pointer finger, and then I will see that. All right. While we're waiting for that, I'm going to get some gets. So Katie said she would like to explore a deserted island. Where is somewhere that you would like to go during the summer? Please leave that in the chat. All right, so I'm not seeing any volunteers, so I will pick Jared will also be in the scene as next in line for the throne. This is just like Game of Thrones. Ooh, I see a Disney cruise. That sounds like a fun place to go. So you guys are on a cruise ship together, having a wonderful time. Let's see how that unfolds.
I shouldn't have had all that sushi.
Honestly, it's like the most terrible idea. I told you already. Don't eat the sushi.
Say it again.
I told you already. Make sure you pack your sunscreen.
I don't know about you guys, but I am having a great time. This is great. Oh, man.
I want to get on your level, David. I really do. It's just like fish swimming through me that are raw. You
Oh.
Say it
know?
again.
It's just like the fish keep flopping around in my stomach.
Say it again.
These fish have fins in my stomach.
Say it again.
Flip flop. How do you do, fish?
All right, listen, Bob. All right, this has been the most stressful, worst organized work trip that I've ever been on.
You are so wrong. You need to have a positive outlook. For example, that massive diarrhea you guys have just makes that easier.
Say it again.
You guys just have it all wrong. For example, that massive diarrhea that you guys have a really fun sound.
Say it again.
You guys are looking at it all wrong. That massive diarrhea that you guys have, give you the chance to try on all your bathing suits.
Say it again.
You guys have it all wrong. That massive diarrhea you guys have is like a fun musical game.
All right.
He has a point.
He does have a point. I feel like we composed some awesome, tunes there. We did. The Flatulence is a really beautiful song, and I'm just thankful that if I was going to write a song called The Flatulence and feature anybody, that it was you, I do appreciate it.
Say it again.
All right, so I really, if I was going to do cartwheels down a hallway, I'm so glad that it was with you,
Say it again.
If I was going to hurl off the side of a ship, I'm so happy you were there to witness,
Hurl buddies for life. That's what we are.
Yes.
And scene. That ended up being surprisingly heartwarming, you guys. I don't know about you, but I personally feel moved. And it's not just the seasickness, I promise. All right, so, that was all fun and games, but unfortunately, I have to inform you that we have a criminal in our midst. And this criminal is in... Oh, there he is! I see him. He's played by Ian. So we are going to say goodbye to Ian while we decide what it is he did. So see you later. All right, so in this game, Ian is a criminal, and he has done a crime at a location with an accomplice. And there's 2 detectives who are going to be interrogating him. One of them is Jared. If you would like to be another detective interrogating him, please leave your name in the chat so that I can unmute you, and you can join our force. You can join our awesome defense team. All right. I see Sarah would like to also be a detective. Excellent. We will unmute you. And while we are doing that, we're going to get a couple of inspirations from you. So, please leave in the chat a chore or an errand that you did today. The more boring, the better. Please leave somewhere, a fantasy land or somewhere in a movie that you would like to go to. Like Narnia, etc. And can you please give me a cartoon character that you really like, who you think is a real stellar lad? Excellent. All right, so do we have Sarah? We will get you as a co-detective. Excellent. All right. And oh my gosh, you guys have had such exciting lives today. All right, so Ian's crime is that he emptied the dishwasher, which is absolutely unacceptable and illegal in 37 states. All right, so he emptied the dishwasher. And where did he do it? Let's see. I see Tatooine. Do you guys know enough about Star Wars to have done a crime on Tatooine? Hopefully Ian does. All right, it's what the people want. It's what the people want. All right, and oh, excellent. I see Betty Boop has been suggested as the accomplice, who is the famous film character of the 30s. All right, so do you guys have all those? All right, so first of all, what was his crime?
Emptied the dishwasher.
How dare he?
Ah!
Oh my, it makes me so mad just thinking about it.
Ah!
All right, and where did he do this crime?
Tatooine.
Tatooine!
Right, it's illegal there. He can't do that.
Ah!
And worst of all, who was his accomplice?
Betty Boop.
That no good scoundrel. How dare? Oh my gosh. All right, I'm getting really riled up, so I'm going to have to leave you guys soon. But while we call Ian back in for his interrogation, you guys are all a very important part of this investigation because when Ian starts getting close to the guesses that he's getting, you guys are going to give a big thumbs up right in front of the screen so that Ian knows he's on the right track. And if he actually guesses the thing correctly, you're going to give us vast amounts of applause and clapping to show how proud you are of Ian that he got it correct. All right, so with that in mind, it looks like a criminal is here. We're going to get a confession out of him sooner or later, so I'm going to let you guys take it away for now.
I've got to say, I've been doing this job for years, and I have never been this disgusted with someone. You couldn't wait, could you? You had to just go and get it, didn't you?
Well, Chopper, it took you long enough to figure out what to charge me with.
You could have just asked.
That's right. When you take stuff, you got to be polite about it. That's what I always say.
Ugh.
But you couldn't do it, huh? You just couldn't wait. You're like, I gotta have my ice cream right now.
Hey, when those trucks come by with that music, it just does something to your head.
Yeah, but like we could have helped if you told us. You don't have to guilt trip us like that.
Listen, the freezer is fair game around here. That's what I always say.
I guess everything is, huh? What were you even thinking?
I believe that I can get things that I want with my mind. So I just have to want them hard enough and the universe brings them to me.
It's just not a good thing.
Yeah. You couldn't wait for the universe, so could you? Could you? You just had to go start grabbing everything.
Hey, listen, lines are for suckers that can't control the universe. Sometimes you cut the line, you get what you need.
I mean, some of the stuff was ours. It's not everyone's, you know.
Yeah, well, was there a sign on it with a name or something?
I don't know, but like, has anyone else ever used them except us? Like, they're still ours.
You know what? I like to cuddle, all right? But I can wait before I spoon. Obviously, you can't.
Listen, when you want something sweet, you got to be sweet to get it.
Yeah. But you're too good just to eat it with your hands, huh? You're too good just to get like a handful of the sweet stuff, aren't you? Yeah, you had to be greedy. You had to rush in.
Listen, in for a penny, in for a pound, I go in face first when I want something big enough.
I'll say.
You just like wake up every morning saying, how can I make everyone feel guilty? Like, just come on. You don't have to rub it in. You would have done it if you just like said so. Like, I don't know, this morning when you woke up and we were awake. Like, but nope. Couldn't do that.
Listen, an alarm clock doesn't do anything for me. I need something cold inside to wake me up.
Yeah, you do. But you're not willing to wait for things to cool down before you go and grab them hot. You like to just get your hands on the hot stuff, don't you?
Listen, refrigerator, stove, early bird gets the worm.
The worm, huh? The worm?
Well, there better not be any worms in there now.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. You just had to go and get the utensils for your crime, didn't you?
Listen, chopsticks, forks, anything can get me what I need.
Yep. Yeah, they can. They can get you whatever you want. And that's all you care about. That's all you care about. So you don't even wait. You just go and take them. They're all sparkly clean and you can't keep your hands off, can you?
Hey, if you want to raid the refrigerator, you got to raid the dishwasher first.
Right. Couldn't help yourself, could you? You just had to go for that dishwasher, didn't you? And just take everything out of it.
Listen, hey, it's you guys that didn't decide to settle for a dish rack, which was easy access. I go into a dishwasher when it's still running if I have to get those wet plates out.
You know what? I'm getting sick just thinking about that crime. Ugh. Oh, I need to go to like a bar right now. Just a bar with freaks.
Hey, life can be a circus.
Yeah, it can. But you didn't go to the circus, did you? You're like, circus freaks aren't enough for me, are they? You need to see people playing like weird musical instruments, using parts of their bodies even. Ah.
Hey, sometimes you can, sometimes you can't.
That's right. But you did. But you did. I guess when there's a big old desert around, all you want to do is go to the freak bar and get your drink on, huh?
You just keep trying to force me into confessing.
That's right. That's right. We are going to do it. Even if, you go somewhere that has a lot in common with like people drawing on your skin.
Yeah, like, and just so we're clear, like, you're gonna carry the crime like forever. You're not going to live this down. It's gonna be with you.
Listen, Copper, you know what I heard? You shot first.
Yeah, that's what you learn in that little bar that you were in, huh? On that crazy whole planet that you were on, huh? You go there and you commit crimes? Ugh.
Hey, where do you think I got these tattoos? But Tatooine, in the cantina.
Right. Nothing is sacred anymore, is it, with you?
How'd you even meet her anyway?
Yeah, how'd you even meet her?
Hey, the world's big as an arc sometimes.
It is as big as an arc sometimes. Wait a minute, I'm the bad cop here. It is. What was it? What was it that you did, drew her to you, huh? How'd you suck her into your life of crime? Was it the hip movements?
Listen, I find that the Macarena is always good to get the girls.
I mean, you're not lying. You're not lying. But you're also trying to change the subject away from the person you're doing this crime with. Ugh.
Listen, it's always good to have a gal to distract the suckers while you go do what you need to do.
Well, she definitely pulled that off, but question remains, how did you do it?
Well, when you learn from a gypsy, you have lots of tricks up your sleeve.
I think you did it because you needed somebody who could sneak in with you, who was always black and white. That's why you did it, didn't you? That's why you chose her.
Oh, you might bet that.
Oh, hold on. You got something on your nose.
Oh. All right. Hey, that's probably because somebody spit like a spit curl on me.
Enough with your shady references there, bucko. Why don't you just go out and say who it was that you were with, who had, You just love people who have the same letters in the beginning of all their names.
All right. You know I'm a fan of ink. It was Betty Boop.
I knew we'd get it out of you. So, why don't you go through it again? Admit to your crime.
All right, you got me. I grabbed the wet dishes out of the dishwasher in the canteen in Tatooine with Betty Boop. She's a hot number. I don't regret it for a minute.
Oh, and scene. I'm so glad that we finally nabbed that criminal who took the dishes out of the dishwasher. I cannot. I'm so disgusted right now. I can't even think. It's so upsetting. You know what? I think that this criminal could use some advice for how to live his life even better. And you know what? I think we as an improv group and as its audience are very qualified to give that advice. So why don't we go ahead with our next game, which is called Good Idea, Bad Idea. So the way this game works is that we're going to have everybody in here and a couple of you, if you would like to play, put your name in the chat. And we're going to be giving good advice first and then bad advice. So for example, if I say good ideas for childcare, someone would say, me, with their voice and their hand, and they'd say, good idea, feed your children. And then somebody else would say the bad idea. They'd say, me, bad idea, feed your children caffeine pills. That would be a pretty bad idea. And we'll just keep going back and forth, giving the worst examples and the best examples of each problem that you guys have. So I see Corey would like to play, so we're going to unmute you and join our group. All right. And I'm going to need some gets. So why don't you put in the chat anything that's been giving you trouble in your everyday life, in your personal life?
Bring it on.
And I'd also like to read any bad habits that you had as a kid. Me, I was a perfect child, except for the fact that I bit my fingernails. So,
Oh,
Me
man.
too.
right? Yeah, everybody here was a perfect child, except for like one fatal flaw, much like Achilles.
Ooh.
All right, excellent. All right, so I'm gonna get this started off with the suggestion car. So good ideas and bad ideas for car maintenance.
Me.
Amy.
Good idea. Always get your oil changed at regular intervals.
Me.
Mallory.
Bad idea. You don't need to change the oil. Never.
That's the advice I've been following.
Me,
Ian.
good idea. Always follow the maintenance schedule in the car's manual.
Me.
Candace.
Don't pay attention to anything until your check engine light comes on. That's what I do in real life.
Me.
Jared.
Good idea. Put gasoline in your gas tank before it gets down to like a quarter empty.
Me.
Amy.
Bad idea. Looking at your gas gauge and saying the E means just a little bit more.
That's what I get out of it too. All right, so I'm looking for advice for I talk too much in social situations. What can I do about that?
Me.
Corey.
Good idea. Just make sure not to talk that much so your voice won't get too dry.
Me,
Ian.
bad idea. Fill your mouth with water so your voice doesn't get dry and then talk.
Whoa, 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 whoa. That's how they talk in Atlantis.
Me.
Candace.
Good idea. Make sure you pause every few sentences to make sure the others can get their words in as well.
Me.
Me.
Jared.
Bad idea. Make sure you pause every few sentences and spit at the other people in the conversation before continuing on.
Oh, man.
No. That asserts dominance. Definitely great advice.
Me.
Brett.
Good advice. Try to be a good listener.
Me.
Me.
Mallory.
Bad advice. When they start talking, just zone out.
That's what I've been doing this entire time, my friends. You know what? I'm going to grab one from the board, and I'm going to say the do's and don'ts of time travel. What are some things you should and shouldn't do when you time travel?
Me.
Candace.
Good advice or good idea. Don't practice your time travel on yourself.
Hey,
Corey.
bad idea. Time traveling back to the time of the dinosaurs.
That would be pretty rough, wouldn't it?
Yes, ma'am.
Me.
Brett.
Good idea. Make sure you're not seen by anyone when you go to the past.
Me.
Mallory.
Bad idea. Make sure you become super famous in the past.
Ooh, yeah.
Me.
Ian.
Good idea. Avoid paradoxes.
Me.
Amy.
Bad idea. Create paradoxes.
Me.
Jared.
Good idea. Don't get involved with any of your recent ancestors when you travel back in time.
And see, that was some pretty good advice. I think that Jared pretty much summed it up with that Marty McFly
Got that right, Audrey.
adage, right? All right, so thank you guys so much for those really good gets. I'm going to keep those in mind for when I'm time traveling next week. Wish me luck. I cannot wait. It's going to be really exciting. Going to go back to the 1880s and then right back because the 1880s were terrible. All right, so now that we have told you all our good ideas and our bad ideas, I have another good idea for you, and it's to donate to Bring Your Own Improv. So you can do that at Venmo, once again, or you can do that at PayPal. So you can visit that on our website, or you can do that right through your phone. It's so simple. It's so easy. I feel like an NPR donation drive right now, but we really appreciate everyone who's donated so far. Lori and Carrie Ann have donated, so thank you so much for that. We really appreciate it because we want to help keep bringing even more improv shows throughout the next year for as long as we have to be online. This is going to keep recouping our ticket sales, so thank you so much. With that in the mind, I would like to bring to you some even more lines from a chat. So you guys have been giving us a lot of really good information in that chat down there. I've been reading every single one, and I'm so blown away by how smart you guys are. In this game, you guys are going to be pretty much deciding all the content. So Amy and Mallory are going to be playing a scene, and at random intervals, they are going to read something that you guys wrote from the chat, and then bring that into their scene and justify why they exist that way. All right, so first, do I have anyone who would like to play this game with us? Put your name in the chat, and I will unmute you. And while we're doing that, let's see. So where would you like to go if you could time travel is my question. All right, looks like we have Corey who would like to play this game with Mallory and Amy. All right, we're going to unmute you and bring you over here. Great. All right, so... All right, during this lines from a chat, all of you had better get your Renaissance Fair gear ready because you are in the medieval times.
Bring
Excellent. Mallory, I know, is ready for this already.
Bring on the
Have
chat.
my cloak!
Oh, her cloak.
Have my cloak.
Bring on the
And
chat.
I'm that old.
Bring on
Yes.
the chats, baby. Bring on the chats.
Amy was there when it happened. So, all right, so you guys are in the medieval
ages.
times.
Bring it on.
And everybody, everybody in the audience, you are going to just give some lines from movies, some really short quips, dad jokes if you like, and put those in the chat now so that they have something to say, all right? All right, so you guys are in the medieval times. Let's see.
Let's go.
Lady Cabriolet, mayhaps we should plan ourselves to prepare for the joust later on.
Aye, we should prepare ourselves for that joust. You know, I do believe I have a lot of money on a certain night.
Who are you gonna call?
I'm going to call upon my knight. Me. I have my suit of armor. I have my great sword.
Verily, thou hast sponsored thyself?
I have sponsored myself. Once upon a time, all that lovely princess life was definitely for me, but now I want something more.
Thy pantaloons are the best.
They really are, and you can fit so much stuff in the pouches you can wear on the belts.
Cats and Spats. That's a nice book. What do you think?
Oh, yes, cats are quite wonderful. They're not really good for jousting, but they're really good at helping in the stables, catching all the mice.
They knock all the mice off the counters. That's how it helps us. But usually the gentlemen's breeches are the ones with all the pouches. Thou art a wardrobe genius.
This is the way to make pantaloons.
I am never going to give you up.
I will never let you down.
Do or do not.
Well,
there is no try, my lord.
Yo, where can I get one of them turkey legs?
Oh, the turkey legs. Oh, if you run down the hall, take a left. You should run into the royal kitchen. They have a lovely selection of turkey legs. Absolutely, they're like this big.
If you reach the privies, you've gone way too far.
Yes, if you've reached the privies, turn around. There should be a lovely ale station right across the street from the privies. You can just grab the beverage and head over to the turkey legs.
Can't wait to be king of the forest.
You've got at least 4 generations to pass before you shall inherit the throne, my lord.
Of course you should, my lord. You don't want to, you have to wait for your turn through the generations.
But you see, I shall stand here as a little teapot, short and stout, with my handle and my... Oh! For sake, I appear to be a sugar bowl.
Full of a toque.
Full of a toque? Oh, not...
The Tukes have owned land here in the realm for several generations. Their fiefdoms are quite broad.
Aye, they have taken over the lands and been here many times before. Rather scruffy-looking nerf herders, if you ask me.
I do believe he called me an ass.
And scene. We're about to get into a feudal war here, so I'm going to cut off the scene there. Thank you guys so much for all those great prompts in the chat. You guys are superstars. Excellent. All right. And thank you, Corey, for volunteering. So now that we have got all those lines from a chat out of our system, we know how words work. We're very familiar with how language operates. So I think it's time to whip out our game, Alphabet. So in this game, two of our members at a time, plus a couple of you, will just be doing a scene. But there's a twist, because every sentence that they say has to start with the next letter in the alphabet. So if it starts with A, all my friends come from the Middle Ages, the next one would have to start with B and say, because you were a time traveler, and the next one would have to start with C, and so on. All right. So if anyone would like to volunteer, we will put your name in the chat, and we will put you in our lineup. Okay, I see Lori would like to volunteer, and we'll put Corey in the lineup again as well. So thank you for volunteering. I will put you guys in the lineup, and we'll also get some an inspiration. So what is I see that Katie said pine needles were something that she would put in a dessert. What's a smell that you enjoy from nature or from your kitchen? And put those in there. All right, so I have Lori and Corey. Oh, they rhyme. That's wonderful. All right, so first up will be Candace and Brett. And then after Candace and Brett is Lori, Jared, Corey, Ian, Amy, and Mallory. And don't worry, I will help you along with that. You don't have to worry about memorizing that at all. You just have to keep concentrated on your alphabet. All right. So let's see. I see, all right. So we got Candace and Brett. You guys are at a lemonade stand because I see someone enjoys lemon scent. And lemon has an M in it, so please start with the letter M.
Most of our lemons have gone bad.
Not because of how I made them, I swear.
Obviously, you left them out in the sun too long.
Please just give me a break. This is my first time.
Quite a few chances that I have given you.
Really? Just like 2, and that's it.
Oh no, Candace can't remember her alphabet, so she unfortunately had to leave the lemonade stand. All right, so but Lori, so Brett is still working at the lemonade stand, and Lori arrives as a customer who is very interested in purchasing some lemonade today. So let's see how that transaction goes, and we will start where we stopped on the letter S.
Sweet, a customer. Welcome.
Totally. I love lemonade.
Unreal. I have like mad lemonades right here.
Very well, but do you have the pink lemonade?
Well, I got a form of the pink lemonade. It's like red, but you can put stuff in there to make it pink.
The xylophone player over there really wanted the pink lemonade.
Yeah, I can get that for you right now.
Zoinks! This is great lemonade.
Yeah, it is.
I'm going to call out Brett for saying because
Because
I know there's so many more. Oh my goodness.
It's safe.
All right. So Lori has just received the red lemonade, and she knows that her friend the xylophonist, who is played by Jared, loves red lemonade. So let's see how these two interact. Starting with the letter A, which Brett has sadly failed.
All right, you got the red lemonade.
Best red lemonade in this entire city.
Can you believe that in this whole city, we found the best red lemonade here?
Don't tell anybody that this is where the best lemonade is.
Everyone would show up and drink it all on us, and I'd hate them for it.
Freaking crazy. Everybody would just go freaking crazy for it.
Good God, it would be pandemonium. Just think of the disaster we're averting by keeping this to ourselves.
Hey, I have a great idea. We can start selling the red lemonade.
I have a great idea. We can start selling the... Oh, no, you just said that.
Just said that.
Knowing how to finish all of your sentences, that's why we're such a good team.
Luckily, we know each other and we can make this happen.
Making this happen is what we are best at, and that's what we're going to do. I just said what you just said again.
No. It's okay. We're on the same wavelength.
Okay, it's great. It's great. Because we're on the wavelength that we're on is... I just did it again. This is crazy.
Please, it's okay. Don't worry about it. It's great that we're on a same wavelength, but try not to finish all my sentences.
Quoting you directly would probably be a better move, because that way we know we are exactly on the same sheet of music.
Right.
So, let's go. Oh, it's so hard for me to think of something when I don't have you to work and repeat feed off of. Let's face it, you've been carrying this friendship.
Totally. I have all the brains in this deal.
Understandable that you would say that, but I think I represent at least a measurable percentage of the brains in this friendship, right?
Very small amount.
Why would you try to hurt me so much right after we were like just being our red lemonade team?
You got me on X.
Wow.
Oh.
All right, the legends almost made it all the way through the alphabet. All right, so all right, Lori has passed out of the scene, and we have our xylophonist friend, and I see Corey is gonna come on as a fellow xylophone enthusiast. And what better place to start than, of course, with the letter K.
You know what? We are the top xylophone duo in town.
Let's play the xylophones at the orchestra.
Man, I can't think of anywhere better to play the xylophones than at the orchestra. No orchestra is complete without xylophones.
Now, if you want to play the xylophone, you got to buy one at the Guitar Center.
Oh, they sell xylophones at the guitar. I always thought they just sold guitars there, and I've been looking for a xylophone center.
Please, you've got to understand this. They sell the best xylophones at the Guitar Center.
Questioning you is the road to failure, so I'm going to just be heading with you right to the xylophone section of the Guitar Center.
Right about that, man. I'll give you the best. I can find the best xylophones that they are, and then it'll be a good deal for you, man.
Sales are good too, because if there's sales, we can get discount xylophones.
Twice the rental of the xylophones you can also have.
Unicorn! The low rental xylophone is the fantastic unicorn that we're always looking for.
Barely. The xylophones, unicorns don't make sense to me.
Whoa, wait, when did you start saying verily?
Xavier knows about xylophones too.
You know, Xavier certainly does know a lot about xylophones. I can't argue with Xavier's xylophone knowledge.
Zounds. I think the xylophones of that makes sense to me.
ABBA would be a good band to play xylophone music to once we are like back in the orchestra.
But the best musical with xylophones is Les Mis.
Can it with the musical stuff. I want something funky and 70s and dancing queenish.
Dude, xylophones need to work on for you being a good band member.
Enough. I am a very good band member, and I'm also a very good member of the ABBA fan club, as you know.
For Pete's sake, dude. You don't know anything about xylophones, man.
Gosh darn it, I know a lot about xylophones. I know a lot about xylos. I know a lot about phones. Ergo, I know a lot about xylophones.
How about zebra-striped xylophones?
I know everything about zebra-striped xylophones. Number one, they're either black or white, like a zebra.
Just about there with the xylophone deal.
Whoa, they made it through the entire alphabet!
Yeah.
Legend status! Wow. All right, so obviously these guys have exhausted everything there is to say about xylophones. But luckily, Ian and Amy are the farmers who have they have grown the red lemons, the elusive, very colorful lemons, and I want to see their side of the story. So I think that we're gonna have to start on the letter U for unusual colored lemons.
Usually you take care of the lemons.
Very often I do, but some require special treatment, like the red ones.
Why do the red ones get treated differently from all the other lemons?
Xanthophyll is only a pigment that we use in certain of the lemons and not the red ones.
You're really confident about that xanthophyll, aren't you?
Zero chance I'm wrong about this. I am the lemon expert.
Apples are my specialty. I'm sorry. I go with different fruits.
But we let you into the lemon orchard anyway because we're big-hearted.
Clearly you share the fruit basket with me. We should make lemon appleade together.
Don't get me started on blended aids. Oh my God.
Every time you bite into a lemon, it's just, even the red ones, they're too sour on their own. Apple juice sweetens everything.
For Pete's sake, you're a master mixer. That's why we got you here.
Gee, is that why you got me here?
How are you trying to insinuate that I really am looking at you?
I'm not trying to insinuate anything. I'm pretty much blatantly saying it.
Just because you're the prettiest fruit mixer in the orchard does not mean that I have designs.
Keep shamelessly flattering me, please.
Lemons are one thing, but a pretty girl that knows her way around cider.
Maybe I'll let that cider go hard.
Next thing you know, we'll have a very, very different kind of business going.
Ooh.
I'm gonna call you out on that, Amy, because that's Jared's line. But fortunately, Mallory is, of course, a connoisseur of various lemonades because she is the conductor of the orchestra. So let's see how she interacts with the owner of the lemon orchard.
Starting with
the letter O for ooh, orchestra.
Orchard owner or employee?
Please, do I have the field apron on?
Quite frankly, can't really tell. You're not wearing a full white tie suit. Can't really tell the difference otherwise.
Rigor in one's attire may be part of your line of work, but it's not mine.
So what? I think everybody should be dressed to the occasion that they wish to be at.
Tuxedos don't look very well when they've been on a farm too long.
Understandable. You do have a point. They get dirty and you got to keep pressing them.
Virgin pressing always leaves things the most clean, I find, with fruit and clothes.
Well, finally, somebody that understands the art of pressing.
Xenophon, the Greek historian, was well known for his advice about cleaning things. I've read and studied carefully.
You read those books too?
Zany, I know, but you get your advice wherever you can.
Amazing! I've never had somebody else that had read those books. They're my favorites.
Books can enlighten one about things like music and fruit. Perhaps we have more in common than we thought.
Care to take a minute and we can sit here and read?
Don't tempt me. I have work to do.
Every day you can work, but I mean, take the opportunity. It's lovely outside.
Fruit won't wait.
Good grief. Just give yourself a break.
Harvesting is what I live for, but you've convinced me.
I can tell this is going to be stressful, so we can just relax.
Just relax. That sounds really good.
Knowing you, it's going to be a little stressful. So, here, have a lemon.
Lemons are my favorite. You know me so well.
Man, I could spend all day here.
No, we could spend all day here.
Oh, and another full alphabet sweep! What a legend! And what a sweet note to end on. And scene. Wow, I'm so glad that you know what, the orchestra conductor and the lemon orchard owner have finally found each other, and I think we should be happy for that. All right, so this is our last game of the evening that we're approaching. But ironically, it is also the most competitive because we are going to play Bust a Rap. In this game, we are going to go down the line. I'm getting an MFA in poetry, so I feel qualified to tell you this. It is an A rhyme scheme. So we're just going to go through the list and rhyme with names. Like rap, cap, blap. I'm already out. All right, so I see Chrissy, and I see Corey would like to play this game. So we will add you to our lineup right now.
Too bad I can't beat you this time, Audrey.
Nobody's allowed to beat me at Buster Rap ever. I'm sorry. All right, so our lineup, our order is, pay attention very closely, children. All right, we have Candace, Brett, Corey, Jared, Chrissy, Ian, Amy, and Mallory. All right, so I'm gonna keep borrowing things from the board. Also, if you want to give some one-syllable words in the chat so I can draw from them and have some nice, easy ones without having to use my own brain, go ahead, do that. Excellent. All right, so the order: Candace, Brett, Corey, Jared, Chrissy, Ian, Amy, Mallory. We'll see who's the champion rhymester this time. Yeah, if you repeat a word or you use the one that doesn't rhyme or you just run out of stuff to say, I will knock you out in an elimination game. All right, so what I see on the board is time. So Candace, would you please start us off with a rap about time?
Yo, I like to have fun with time. Boom, 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 boom.
Y'all just know I'm gonna rhyme. Boom, boom, da boom, da boom.
I don't want to step into some really bad slime. Boom, 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 boom.
You might like a lemon, but I like a lime. Boom, 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 boom.
Trapped in a box just like a mime. Boom, 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 boom.
In a very hot and oppressive climb. Boom, 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 boom.
I hear my doorbell ringing. It's a chime. Boom, 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 boom.
And Mallory's already out.
Race to the bottom every single time I try and rap.
Well, I'm very impressed with Mallory's ability to get herself eliminated in the first round of the first game. So with that in mind, let's see. I see on the board call, because she's going to call Casey to her deserted island. So we're going to start where we left off with Candace with call.
Hey, I need to know who you're gonna call. Boom, 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 boom.
And when we chat, it's gonna be a ball. Boom, boom, da boom, da boom.
When I went to go to the bank, I like to make a withdrawal. Boom, 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 boom.
My favorite brand of cigarette is the Pall Mall. Boom, 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 boom.
My leaves fall in fall. Boom, 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 boom.
From a tree that is very tall. Boom, 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 boom.
Starts getting cold. I need a shawl. Boom, 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 boom.
Hey, how dare you have the gall? Boom, 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 boom.
I don't want to fight, man. I don't want to brawl. Boom, boom, da boom, da boom.
I hope I don't get locked in a bathroom stall. Boom, 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 boom.
Before you walk, you gotta crawl. Boom, boom, da boom, boom.
Do you know someone named Paul? Boom, 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 boom.
Thought I saw him just outside in the hall. Boom, 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 boom.
I unlock the door using my awl. Boom, 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 boom.
I just went shopping at the mall. Boom, 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 boom.
And I wanted to shop with everyone involved. Boom, 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 boom.
A slant rhyme, Brett.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry, Brett. You're a champion rapper in our hearts. All right. Let's see. All right. What's out? Do 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 do. All right. So all right. I see the word one. All right, so because Casey is a party of one on the board. All right, and we're going to start with Corey where we left off. Start with the word one.
BYOI is number one. Boom, 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 boom.
2,000 pounds equals a ton. Boom, 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 boom.
I like to have fun. Boom, 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 boom.
Unlike that great villain Attila the Hun. Boom, 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 boom.
Who the Amish decided to shun. Boom, 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 boom.
And I like to have a fun yun. Boom, 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 boom.
I think I have to call out Candace on that one. It sounded very hesitant, but I really applaud your efforts,
I
Candace.
couldn't tell if she said Funyun or Bunyan.
Fun yun.
Yeah, yes. All right. Okay, so I obviously want to hear more about the great spotted kiwi. So you know what? I'm going to start with the word spot. Starting with Jared, please.
Got a dog and I named him Spot. Boom, 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 boom.
Dalmatians have a lot of dot. Boom, 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 boom.
I'm going to reiterate, they have a lot. Boom, 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 boom.
Because you feed them cream that will clot. Boom, 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 boom.
When it comes to me, I like to park on the lot. Boom, boom, boom.
The word lot was already used, Corey. I'm so sorry.
Dang it.
One of these days, you will be the champion rapper. But that just means you have to keep training. Speaking of training, our next word is going to be the word train. Starting with Chrissy, please.
Choo choo, ride the train. Boom, 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 boom.
I ride it in the sun and I ride it in the rain. Boom, 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 boom.
And it rides across the plain. Boom, 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 boom.
I'll ride it in my heart. I'll ride it in my brain. Boom, 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 boom.
Ow, my back. It's a strain. Boom, 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 boom.
Gonna hurt a lot, not gonna get much gain. Boom, 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 boom.
Are you sure it isn't a sprain? Boom, 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 boom.
You know, I think barley is my favorite grain. Boom, 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 boom.
Guys, I'm in a lot of pain. Boom, 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 boom.
But I'm gonna try not to complain. Boom, 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 boom.
Because I might go insane. Boom, 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 boom.
Get rid of this iceberg. I want romaine. Boom, 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 boom.
Honk, stay in your lane. Boom, 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 boom.
I've got the best car. I'm very vain. Boom, 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 boom.
You imported it all the way from Spain. Boom, 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 boom.
Like they said before the Spanish-American War, remember the Maine? Boom, 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 boom.
Lions also have a mane. Boom, 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 boom.
When they creep around in the sugar cane. Boom, 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 boom.
It sprouts from their membrane. Boom, 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 boom.
Don't give me that charcoal I grew with propane. Boom, 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 boom.
Let's all just ride the train.
Wow, absolutely legendary, you guys. I'm so sorry, Chrissy, but we're gonna ride that train all the way to the end of Buster Rap. All right, 3 remain. Excellent. Oh my goodness. All right, so let's see. I see let's make things a little more difficult. I see the word box as something that Katie would make a dessert out of. So let's start with the word box. Starting with Ian, please.
Yo, I make a dessert out of a box. Boom, 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 chick.
I make the ears look just like Spock's. Boom, 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 boom.
I painted it red so it looked like a fox. Boom, 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 boom.
Fit it right on my cute little socks. Boom, 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 boom.
It's covered with crumbs that are from Hydrox. Boom, 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 boom.
It don't got no wrinkles because I injected it with Botox. Boom, 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 boom.
Make a lot of money on that, selling the stocks. Boom, 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 boom.
I peeled it from a side of flux. Boom, 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 boom.
Hey, would you like Italian sausage or would you like some brats? Boom, 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 boom.
Asking me that question shows a lot of bullocks. Boom, 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 boom.
I think you guys are just a couple of cocks. Boom, 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 boom.
Do you buy bonds? I prefer stocks. Boom, boom.
Unfortunately, stocks was already used, but I'm
Oh,
very
Mark.
impressed. You guys are way too smart for me, unfortunately. All right, so it's down between Amy and Ian. Let's see. All right. So I see the word needle, as in pine needle. So this is the challenge round, you guys. You have to impress me. All right, so Ian, please start with needle.
Yo, when I like to use a needle. Boom, boom, chick, boom, 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 chick.
I use it when I'm driving in the Beetle. Boom, 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 boom.
Watching a video of Don Cheadle. Boom, boom, chick, boom, 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 chick.
Shoot.
Woo! Wow. I'm very impressed. All right, so it looks like Ian is our champion rap master of the evening, and he's going to, of course, sing us a little rap about our fam, Katie.
Yo, our favorite fam tonight was Katie. Boom, boom, chick, boom, 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 chick. She's far from being an old lady of 80. Boom, boom, chick, boom, 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 chick. I guess I could have used the old lady. Boom, boom, chick, boom, 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 chick. Drop mic.
Yeah, excellent. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much, Ian, for that wonderful rap. And thank all of you for watching our entire show. Thank you so much for being here. That concludes our 9 p.m. show. Remember, we are here every single Friday, well, except in December when we take some time off. But other than that, we are here every single Friday at 7 p.m. and 9 p.m. for live online shows. So if you would like to stop by any of those times, please tell your friends, tell your family, tell your enemies, tell people that you don't even know very well. But we'd love to see all of you guys back here again, as well as some new faces. Please visit our website if you would like to donate to our organization. And also if you would like to hire us to do a Zoom party or a socially distant business gathering or whatever the cool kids are doing these days. We'd love to see you guys there. So I want to thank our audience one more time. Thank you for all the really good suggestions that you put in the chat. And thank you to all our volunteers who played the games with us. We love having so much fun with you, and it's been so entertaining today. Thank you to our fam, Katie, for those great suggestions and for inspiring our great rap at the end. And I want to thank our cast, starting with Candace.
All right, looks like I need to look into my alphabet.
All right, we got Brett.
I know it's random, but I want to wish Jared a happy birthday for some reason.
Interesting. We have Jared.
You know, I kind of enjoyed trying to put a positive spin on diarrhea tonight.
There's a silver lining in everything. We have Ian.
Yo, yo, yo. I'm hanging out with Betty Boop for the rest of the night.
Amazing. We have Amy.
Oh, Bug, the Omni's still showing red. We're going to have to do the show over and fix it till it turns green.
Oh, we have Mallory.
Be well, adventurers.
Indeed, we do. All right, so thank you everybody so much for spending the time with us. That's our show, and